At Femme, I'm fine. We believe every woman we find it at the right time. So here we are here. Trust it and let's begin. Today, I want you to think about something. How many of the beliefs that you carry about what you're supposed to want, how you're supposed to feel, how you're supposed to react in different situations, are truly yours? How many of those beliefs did you arrive at by yourself? How many of these beliefs did you arrive at due to your experience, due to your own self reflection? How many of them are your own doings? Many of those beliefs have been handed down to you due to the kind of culture you grew in, due to the media you consume, and also due to the voices in your head, the voices that you can't say no to because they have always been there before you know what is right and what is wrong. Many have never stopped to ask these questions. And the ones that stop to ask these questions, their life has changed forever. If you don't look closely, you will not be able to see the cage. And it's important that you look closely so you can see the cage because only when you see the cage, that's when you become free. Let's look at the cage together. Today, we are going to be looking at the cage together. We're going to be talking about society programming, what it is, the effects, and what is costing women in the society. The simplest definition of society programming is uh, a series of beliefs and values that have been put out there by culture in a way that it's a fact, it's not their opinion. And these are what they expect the people from that culture to live by. Because that's the only way they can be accepted into that culture. The values, the beliefs, it's not, they don't place it out there like an opinion. It's a kind of program that's been put there as a fact that you must follow. And it has been put there in such a way that it has been refined, it has been packaged. It is older than all of us. It has been going on for centuries. So that's a kind of program that is expected, especially as a woman, the way what is expected of you, what you are supposed to do to be accepted. Because if you don't do that, that means you are too much and you cannot be accepted into the society. So you are being singled out. So we're going to be talking about the society programming today, how it affects women, and what is costing women. So come along with me, let's talk about it. If you pay attention, it's always on the stories you have been told when you were young, in the arts that you consume, the media you consume, um, also in the voices in your head. So this has always been there. And I am going to be talking about 5 different types of this programming. And I want you to pay attention so you see how familiar it is. And this is going to make you to realize how deep the program is. The first one is, as a woman, they make you believe your worth is tied to your appearance. So you tried as much as possible because you're being told that your look is your currency. So you try as much as possible to dote on that part. This is different from being intentional about your look. The people that have been so immersed in this type of programming, you can call them vain because all they care about is their look. They never want to look old. They try everything instead of focusing on all other aspects of their life, like their mental upgrade, their emotional maturity. They focus more on their looks because they have been told that their look is their currency. Their appearance is much more worth than the person itself. So that's the first one. The other one is most women has been told that their needs should always come last because once they start talking about their needs, they the society make them believe they are too much. And this is why you see a lot of women walking around being depleted because all that really matters to them, even if they don't feel like it, that's the only way they can show love, by giving, even when their cup is empty. They are always giving because, and they always, when they need something, they don't even say it. Any one out of their needs that they they really really need and they want to talk about, they'll be like, oh, maybe I'm asking for too much. Even little is too much due to this programming. So your needs has to come last. You have to serve everybody around you. You have to make sure they are comfortable. Even when you are sick, even when you are not comfortable, even when you are dying inside, you just have to serve people around you. After all, you're a woman, and that is what is expected of you. So that's the second type of the programming. You can see these things are familiar. The third one is be acceptable or be difficult. There has been a narrow lane that has been set for you as a woman. You have to shrink into that lane. Once you're out of that lane, you are difficult. Once you have a voice and voice your opinion, you are difficult. So you just have to keep quiet. You can be seen, but you cannot be heard. This is another type of programming that the society has out there for most women, and they have to abide by the rules. When you step out of the lane, you're going to be called difficult, you're going to be called bossy, you're going to be called aggressive, you're going to be called too much, you're going to be labeled, you're going to be given different types of names as long as you are not in that narrow lane. So be prepared for that. This program, this particular thought program, makes the thing that gives the woman authority, it removes it from them. Their voice, their self-possession, it removes it. So they have no power whatsoever. And since no one wants to be difficult, and they'll, when you try to say the things you want, they call it character flaws and other names like that to make you feel little. Before you know it, will start apologizing for the things you mean because you don't want to be labeled as such. The fourth one is they tell you your time is not your own, that you're on a calendar. So there's a particular, once you are born as a female, there's a calendar that is ticking that you are on. Even when even when you don't agree to the race, even when you don't know there's a race. So they already put you in the race. So there's a kind of calendar that they already program it in such a particular time you have to be partnered, at a particular time you have to be married, at a particular time you have to give birth. If you don't do all those things, you will start, when the time comes though, is either they start warning you, is either they start blaming you. They start singling you out and saying you have a problem. So this is a kind of calendar that has been put out there by the society program. So you just find yourself in that on that calendar. The kind of pressure they put on you as a female, they don't put it on the male like that. So when you don't do any of those things, they make you believe you are old, you are getting old. And there's a kind of a panic button underneath the surface of the whole thing going on. Like, you have to hurry, you have to hurry, you have to hurry up. So that's another one. The fifth one, which is the last one, this program is you have to desire less and accept more. You should be thankful for the job you have. You should be thankful for the family you have. You should not complain. Even when you deserve more raise at the job that you are doing, you should be thankful because they're doing you a favor as a woman for you to hold that post. So you should be thankful. You should not talk about your desire. It's a crime. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to keep quiet. You're supposed to accept more. You're supposed to do it joyfully. You're supposed to do all these things joyfully and accept them. Don't complain. Don't talk about your rights. You don't have rights. Do not think highly of yourself. Do not think you deserve more than you have been given. They are doing you a favor. So you just accept it. So these are all the types of the society programming that has been put out there to target women, to make them feel less, to make them feel not powerful, to make them feel not enough, to make them not to make them to not have a voice. It has been in the system for as long as anybody can remember. It's as old as any of us. And it wears many, many faces at home, in the workplace, among friends, even in family as well. Now, these are examples of all the things this program have caused a lot of women. See, when you don't have boundaries, you tend to lose yourself. You become a nobody. You accept and give everything because you don't have boundaries. Because who are you to have boundaries? Once you start having boundaries, once you start saying, this is what I want, I can't do this, I can't. Even your fellow women have been made to police you. They've been made to make you feel inadequate, to make you feel, how dare you? Why is your home different? Why don't you succumb to the system? It also costs you your time, the time you're supposed to be building yourself, being creative. You spend such time in performance. You perform for everybody and anybody around you. So you do this, you perform to be a good person because you have something to prove. Because if you don't do it, you're difficult. So this is another way these things are costing women all over the world. This also cost us our authentic desire. A lot of women have stopped dreaming. They have stopped dreaming, they have stopped aiming for good things because of the disappointment, because the system is against them. They They are no more their true self, because the system has been put in place for you not to do that. So the female has been generalized to nurture, regardless of even when you don't feel like it at a particular time. You have been generalized and you have been placed under that canopy to nurture, to give, to care, irrespective of whatever you are going through, how you are feeling, even when you don't have anything to give, because you're a female. The society will not question a man that neglected his responsibilities the way the society will question a woman that the system is already up against and she's trying to survive. But she still have to do her responsibility despite all the odds against her. Think about it. There is a version of it that has not been allowed to become. This is not ingratitude. This is not vanity. This is just a version of it that is pushing for the truth. Because sometimes you know it deep down that this is not the proper way to live. This is not what I want, and these are not my needs. I've just been made to do all this. But have you ever wondered, what about those feelings that you truly want? Those feelings that are truly yours. Why did God put it in you if it's not for it to be fulfilled, to be achieved properly? To choose and pursue your own career, to do your own thing, to have a thing of your own, because you're a human being as well. What about those things? Are you going to sit down and start because that's how you meet the program and you're going to continue? Because it's not supposed to be so. You don't need permission from anyone to be your true self. You don't need it. It's now time for you to go out there, questions your belief, do something different. Even do what you truly want for once. These are ways you can get out of this this cage and be your own true self. Do what you truly want. If you feel like, oh, I'm going to stop everything I'm doing in the next 5 minutes and I'm going to take a walk, or oh, I'm going to go to bed, I'm going to take a nap. Don't say, oh, who's going to take care of all these people around me? No, that's your body telling you, I need a me time, and that is what you're supposed to do. Consume something different for once. A lot of our parents, our caregivers we met so many things that has been handed over to us because they didn't question it. But sometimes we wonder, is this thing even right? Are these things even, is this the way it's supposed to be? Because you look around you and you realize most of these women are dying in silence. And you're just like, what are we going to do? Our hands are tied. But everyone knows this is what they're supposed to do. But if anybody stand up and say, okay, fine, I want to be free, they are scared of the reaction of people around them. But the truth is that these people don't even care about you the way you think they care about you. They may the one that will break the chain and they will follow. So these are ways by which you can do something for yourself apart from what has been handed over to you. If this is your first time of following or seeing my video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. This is Femme, a place where we talk about healing, we discuss about our own becoming, we look in the mirror to see our flaws and we work on ourselves and we take accountability. So you're welcome to join us and we are glad you're here. If you notice, there are series of other episodes I would like you to watch that I've done in the past, like the shadow work, when you're on autopilot. This episode is like a series of know thyself, get to know yourself, and single yourself out and start getting the work done on yourself. You can check those videos out, and I hope you enjoy them. I always encourage people, viewers, to drop their opinion on whatever topic we just discussed, or if they can, or ways that they relate to the video. You don't have to go deep if you don't want to. And I always read all comments and I'll be responding. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Do take care of yourself out there, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.